As the National Treasury prepares to deliver the midterm budget today, communal livestock farmers are hopeful for some kind of drought relief. Facing severe losses, these farmers are urgently seeking government support, specifically for fodder supplies to sustain their animals. Let's get you a bit more of an idea of what the situation is like. Bring in our reporter, Katlego Nyoni, live to us there from Sinwawarwana, that's in Limpopo. And in fact, there'd been advice in the past there, Katlego, that farmers should consider selling their livestock because of just how severe this drought is.
Certainly, the majority of these communal farmers in drought-stricken parts of Limpopo, including areas like Dzumeri, around Giyani and Sinwawarwana, which is where we are reporting from, have been forced to sell their livestock at cheaper market prices, leading to drastically reduced household income. We are in Sinwawarwana and we can see for ourselves, actually, behind me there is a dead carcass. I'm not sure if our cameraman can there is a carcass, I'm not sure if our cameraman can show our viewers, but this is the extent of the drought. This drought has been plaguing areas such as Sinwawarwana for a number of months. Some of the cattle farmers indeed have called on government to provide some form of assistance for them in a form of fodder as well as other measures for drought relief. I'm going to speak to some of these affected farmers. I'm joined by Martin Tluwama. Thank you very much for your time today on the SABC News channel. Today, there is a tabling of the budget policy statement by the Minister of Finance, Enoch Godongwana. What are your expectations as a community that's been affected by drought?
Now, thanks very much. As the community here in Blueberg, since we are affected negatively by the drought, we are expecting the minister today to help us with the drought relief fund so that our livestock can survive. Without the livestock, there's no life. We are struggling. There's no water. There's no grass at all. The land is dry. Now we are hoping the minister, and we are appealing to the minister today to give a budget specifically to Sinwawarwana because we are the affected area of them all.
And since the drought affected your area, have you received any form of assistance or have there been any form of communication, at least between yourselves as the community as well as the provincial government in Limpopo?
Yeah, currently we are getting some forms so that we fill for applying the fodder for our livestock. But it will take time to get the approval because now as we speak, our cattle, our sheep are dying like flies. Now we are still busy applying from the Department of Agriculture to get the fodder.
And this area is also plagued by serious water challenges. How does that affect both the animals, the livestock, as well as residents?
Both the residents and the animals, livestock, we are stuck because on a daily basis we need water to drink, we need water to wash, to bath, but because there is no even rain, there is no underground water, we are struggling to get water on a daily basis because this belt of Blueberg, especially where we are now, there's no water underground. We try to drill boreholes, but we get nothing.
And what about rainfall? The temperatures have moderately cooler. What about rainfall? Has it rained in this area to bring some form of relief for the cattle and other livestock?
No, really we didn't get any rain currently. We are expecting rain since from September to date, but to date there's not even a single drop for this area. We are still waiting, but yes, you can see we'll remain without rain until December.
And you're hoping that the Minister of Finance will at least touch on farmer support programs, including drought-stricken areas?
Yes, we are hoping from the Minister today to give us a budget so that we can get assistance from the Minister, because it's the only the department of the Minister, Mr. Godongwana Finance, so that we can get assistance from his department, then we can get fodder and other assistance from his office.
Thank you, Mr. Tluwama. And I'm also going to bring in another communal farmer as well as a header, Mr. Kenny Matsubani. Ntate Matsubani, re lebogela nako ya lena. Re bona mo go omile pula ga ene. Lena le kopela government e le thusa ka eng?
Ka mokgo lefatshe la rena le omileng ka ona. Kopela rene mmuso a ka kgona go thusa ka go ka se sebaka ka kgona go thusa ka go cleanela matamo a mathomo a re lebelela mo ile ra ka kgona go borela metsi mo teng a re lebelela le gore ne ka re agela matamo a magolo a ile ra ka kgona go kry metsi a ka kgona go supply setšhaba le diphoofolo.
Diphologolo tsa lena di tlhokofala ka bokanang
di tlhokofala ka bontsi di kgwa ka bontsi ka letsatsi ka baka la go tlhoka phulo ga gona lwane ga gona next le metsi di a sokola ka go a kry-a so le phulo ele e ko fase and then ga o sana gore di ka phela nkante le bjanye.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matsobane. I end that's Kenny Matsobane here, who is a cattle header, saying that they need assistance essentially with the drilling of boreholes and the filling of some of their dams because they have indeed dried up, as he's saying that it has not rained in a couple of months and that they wish to see the government coming in to bring in assistance for them. The Provincial Department of Agriculture in the Limpopo province has been allocated roughly about 1.7 billion rand from the previous budget that was tabled by the previous MEC Seaparo Sekwati, that is around March. This is now from a large chunk of about 81 billion rand. Of course, the Agriculture Department did not get the lion's share of that particular budget allocation. The large chunks indeed went to the Department of Education as well as the Department of Health. Now from that 1.7 billion ayanda 749 million rand, which is about 46.2% of the overall Agriculture Department, is meant for farmer support programs. But here on the ground, farmers are saying they have not seen an ounce of that particular farmer support program from the Department of Agriculture. The Premier of Limpopo had mentioned that they're going to take the concerns of the farmers before declaring anything as a state of disaster to the National Treasury.